Welcome to the Not So Morning Show today.
Good
Another
morning.
pre-recorded week. We call it a preak. No one ever called it that before.
Preak.
You like that? A preak?
I like it. I like the
It's a preak.
I think
It's take a sneak preak of the week.
Preak. Sounds so wrong when you say it though. Preak. You silly preak.
You're such a preak. Okay, well, Mark Ensbey's here, and we're going to be entertaining you for the next 30 minutes. So let's start in about 15 seconds from now.
Yo, Mark Ensbey. Oh, yeah.
Hey Toby, what's going on?
You know me, just shooting yeah, okay.
Get lost, Toby.
Yeah, Toby, he was trying to say something bad, but he didn't. He was like, nope,
No, he
I'm
didn't.
going to keep it clean today. Good job, Toby. You know what? We'll pop on some music here. One of the comments
Yes.
that we will read today is from Scott Donnelly, and we'll get
The
into
elevator
that.
music. The elevator
Yeah,
music. I
that's
love the elevator music. We were talking.
That's
You were
right.
talking to Derek about the music. Was it yesterday's podcast or the day before's where?
One of
There
them.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he can't hear the way we did it. He wasn't able to hear the sound from what we were doing.
Oh, wasn't he?
Well, we could have probably spent a little bit more time to figure out how to do that, but I just didn't feel like it. I was just like,
Yeah.
nah, let's just roll with it. So I turned off the music because I didn't want it to be distracting. And then I listened back to it, and I was like, it needs the music. We missed the music.
Does
a
need
little
the
bit.
music. Just something in the background changes it from being just like, because then
Flat.
it takes away all the imperfections of audio that we might get.
Yeah.
You never get
Yeah.
dead air or popping.
Although, I
or-
mean, you watch the most popular podcast is Joe Rogan, and he's got he doesn't have music in the background. He's got dead air every now and then.
Yeah, but I actually had this discussion yesterday with Amanda about
Okay.
huge YouTubers and why they're so big and why smaller YouTubers are trying to reach what is almost unobtainable. And that is that. So YouTube is a fluid organism.
Okay.
Like you get
I like where
huge
this is going.
YouTubers,
Yeah.
you get small YouTubers, but every subject has a niche.
Yeah.
And if you get there first, you can make it big.
Yeah.
But then if you have that same niche or you want to go into that same kind of concept, you're just never ever going, in my opinion, I don't think you're ever going to reach. So you look at Joe Rogan, you look at McKinnon, you look at Neistat, all these people jumped on immediately onto those specific niches. They made it
Yeah.
big and everyone's trying to get to it, but it's now so oversaturated that you just can't get there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've had this discussion with Xander Round, who will also be on the show in a couple days, and I think that, like, you know, he's wondering if he should start another channel to do this and that. And I'm like, no, just keep going on your channel. The tech stuff that he does is good. It's the niche, and you know what? At some point, people are gonna find him, and I think a lot of times it's about that one video that goes viral.
Yeah.
And Peter McKinnon did a couple film hacks or photography hacks, and
Yeah.
he went viral with some of those videos, and he got big. And then he got those bigger YouTubers saying, hey, I like your stuff, come over and collaborate, and he got even bigger. But you watch most of these YouTubers, it's plateaued a lot. They used to just
Yeah.
grow and grow, like, wow, this is great, exponential growth, and they're just, flattening out. I mean, that's happening to a lot of creators. And then rare times you'll get that video pop again, and then you grow.
But I think
so.
Yeah, but I think when you see, and I've been talking to a mate of mine, Drone Victoria, and he's like huge into analytics, and he looks at trends. He goes through all his videos and finds spikes and trends within his channel. I think you kind of have to nowadays. You have to, when you see a pop, you have to kind of really take note of it and go, why did that pop? How do I continue to replicate that? And like, of course, as a YouTuber, you want to do your own stuff, but there's also that trap of that popped, I have to continue down that path.
Yeah.
It's like a hard seesaw kind of, how do you continue to make videos for what people are subscribing to, as opposed to what you want to make videos just for yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's usually what people start making YouTube videos for, is for themselves, and then you get a video pop, and then you're like, ooh, this feels good. I did something right, and then you I don't know. I think that there's a lot of confusion that's going on here, and I think a lot of it's you're trying to figure it out. You want to figure it out.
Yeah.
I think that this show, in my opinion, will probably never be that successful. Like, because, I mean, we don't have any, there's not any good metrics to search for it. I'm not like famous, so nobody's going to be like, popping onto it. But I'm doing this show because I want to do it for me. I like now it's kind of more chilled out, especially these pre-recorded ones have been great to just have good conversations. For me, it's in the morning, and it's great. I feel like I've done something productive with my day already, so it helps me go forward. So I'm doing this for me and you.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest tip for anybody on YouTube. And whether you're watching this or listening to it after the fact, you just have to continue to do what you want to do, because it's fun. And if you are a part of the 2% that all of a sudden hit it big, no, let's go 1%. And then, like, you're not watching this show anyway. You're going to go and start talking to Peter McKinnon and, like, Cody Warner. When he made it big, he went from talking to nobody to making it on everybody's channels. Like, he kind of ran with it.
Yeah, but and no disrespect to Cody Warner, but did he make it big? I mean, what do you determine as big? Because I mean, Jay Boston has more subscribers than him. And Jay wouldn't say that he's made it big. I think that, and by the way, you said if you're watching after the fact, everybody's watching or listening after the fact.
Yeah, that's. I forgot we weren't live. I forgot. Yep.
It's all right. It's all good. So anyways, this is what is it? This is Mark's Mark's segment, right?
Right.
Not right.
Right.
I've got nothing to talk about.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, let's start ranting about something ridiculous like technology. Oh my gosh. No, seriously, are we over the technology era? I feel like there is nothing new coming on the horizon. Like, have you seen the leaks of the iPhone 12? I think they just changed the color from the iPhone 11. And I've seen memes with, like, cameras, like, all over the back. And, like, we're just literally buying cameras. And I think I've ranted about this before, but...
very true.
Like, we're now in a new millennia.
Yeah.
I believe 2010 to 2020 was, like, the technology era. But what's coming? Electric cars are starting to get a little bit of a bad rap with Tesla's kind of auto speeding up and crashing. I don't know if that was a rant. Just wasn't
I'll give you that. I'll give it.
It's like a brain fart.
Right.
All right. Well, listen. I know I put you on the spot with that. Actually, I was kind of saying that you were already doing the what's not right thing with YouTube. But you're right about that's interesting. I mean, I have the iPhone 10. I've noticed some things that I'm doing, especially if I go into photos and I want to edit the photo, it's taking a little bit longer to load than it used to, because like the newer software is requiring more. Now, I will say this: you're talking about phones, they're definitely like buying cameras, but I heard that Apple's next generation of computers are going to be the best ever. And the reason why is because they're getting rid of their Intel chips, and they're bringing in the ones they've been using for phones, but a little bit more configured, so their own chip. And bringing that chip in is huge, because then they can eliminate or possibly hold down the fans. Like, when your computers get too hot, they have fans. You notice how your phones or iPads don't have fans. And so they're going to run so much faster, so much quieter, and probably have twice as much battery life because of the way that they can do it. I think that they've been on a contract with them for so many years, and now it's run up 2019. That was the last year that they needed to use Intel. So I think that the things that they're coming out now will be, better. which I'm excited for. I think that's great. I'm kind of due. It's going to be like 4 years at the end of this year for a new computer's about 4 years, every 4 years.
Yeah. It's funny because I saw a meme recently on Apple's history over the last 10 years, and Cook and whoever it was before that, what's his name?
Jobs?
An Apple geek. Jobs. Always started every... It's early. It's so early here in Hobart.
I'm sorry. Go finish your.
It's 20 past 9. They started their presentation the same way. We have made the best iPhone ever. That's just like, yeah, but it's not really. Like, even last year with the iPhone, right? The iPhone 10 to 11 was better, but I've still got the 10, and this is the first generation I've held on to for 2 years. Like, Apple has always got me a new phone every year because I'm like, I need that. Yeah. Where now I'm just like, I don't need that.
I agree. I mean, I went from the 6 to the 10, and I wasn't really... I think there was a time I bought the 7 Plus, and I ended up taking it back before I kind of opened it because I was like, do I really need this? Man, I don't know. Or something like that happened. But the 10, listen, I'm with my parents were here. I'm taking a picture of my parents on top of this mountain, and I'm using my phone. And my dad's like, hey, use my phone. He's got the 11 Pro. Yeah. And I was like, I took the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much better. So much better. The quality of the picture, the way it did the high dynamic range, even using the wide angle lens that we have to use clip-ons for. It was just so much better. I mean, you're right in your rant where you said, listen, we're just buying cameras. Yeah, that's true. But it's also a lot faster. I think that, they're going to get better. But you're not going to see anything that's going to shock you in the phone market, except maybe this guy right here.
Yeah,
the Motorola flip phone is coming out.
Wow,
that would be shocking.
Okay, question for you: do you think this is a throwback as like a one-off generational phone, or do you reckon phone technology is getting to the stage where foldable screens are becoming a lot more reliable, so we could potentially
I wouldn't want to be the first generation of this.
Yeah, but look at the Samsung Flip. Like, that first generation was horrendous, and now are they selling the Samsung Flip now? Can you buy that? The Flip? Yeah, the one that...
Wow, it heard you talking.
Oh, it did hear me talking.
Oh, the Fold. Are you talking about the Fold?
The Fold, yeah. But it's a flip phone. It's a foldable screen.
Yeah.
So, I just don't know whether I'd ever buy a foldable screen. I know I say that now.
The Razr would be cool. You know what? I like the smaller phones. I get very frustrated with, even the 10. Like, I don't have huge hands, but like the 10, I get frustrated with sometimes if I'm laying and just trying to text or do something with one hand, I have to kind of readjust the way I hold it to get to that other button. I know that there's ways to move the screen in or move it in a little bit to make it better. Yeah. But I still have the old 6 that I use every now and then for miscellaneous things. And the 6 is that it's so small and it's so nice. I kind of wish that they'd go back to bring the same big technology, but in that small.
It's funny because iPhone 10 and the first phone that I absolutely loved was the iPhone 4. And
that's what they say is that was one of the, that is such a difference.
But there is something about the size of the 4 that I think is just perfection. If that was all screen and new technology, I would go back to an iPhone that size.
Yeah, the thick, you mean as far as thickness or just smaller?
No, it's small because it fits perfectly in your hand. Where, like you were saying, if you're in the middle of, to get to the top of a screen, you've kind of got to hold.
I love these first world problems.
Yeah, where this one, you could pretty much do anything you want. I can't even get it in the camera, but yeah, that was my first. I loved that phone. Serious, good phone.
It was good. And there's probably a lot of people that are using Android or Samsung or whatever, and they're like, well, go over to this side because we have better phones and stuff.
Yeah, but we know they're all losers, so it doesn't really matter. This is an iPhone show.
This is the iPhone show.
We are sponsored by.
If this show was probably called the
Nobody.
iPhone show, we would probably do a lot better of a show. Like the show would be more picked up. A lot of haters, for sure. A lot of haters. Hey, Mark,
I've actually
idea
got
for a new show.
Well, I've got friends that started a YouTube channel, and this is how long ago it was. Like, it was 10 years ago. It was called Mac Mania, and they have the YouTube and Facebook handle of Mac Mania.
Oh,
How,
that's good.
imagine, yeah. If you were interested in Macs and you wanted to go down that kind of everything Apple Pro, like, you imagine Mac Mania as a YouTube. Vintage, some of the...
Vintage.
Oh, so funny. Like,
What do you
we're talking 480p videos.
What do you think of this? This is a diagram.
Yes, that is
Isn't that perfect?
literally
Start a new project.
everybody.
Tell people about it. Get heaps of ideas. You kind of go around the finished project thing.
Go around a finished project.
That-
If
that
you're
does-
listening to this on the podcast, you're going to have to go and check this video out at this specific timestamp, which is around about 20 minutes or so, and go and look at that funny clip. 'cause it's-
Can I tell you an
Perfection.
idea I have that since probably not a lot of people are watching this isn't like a major announcement, but whenever I start this saying I'm gonna start a new channel, immediately
Yeah.
people are gonna roll their eyes because we've been down that road so much. But listen, I'm starting a music channel, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
catalog and play every song I know. And I can record like 50 a day if I want to. And I'm going to do every day, starting at like some point in the year, every day is a new song, like just
Yeah.
scheduled and uploaded. And it's going to kind of have 2 camera shoots so you can see what I'm doing with my pedals. And that's it. I'm just going to do it. And then that way I can I know almost a couple thousand songs. That's a lot of years of daily videos if I wanted to do it. And then I'm thinking that I can have playlists of like 80s or just, chilled out vibes or, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. It's not going to make any money because I'm going to get copyright strikes like crazy. But
You'll grow. Like, that is so... Like, we've talked about last year, Evergreen.
yeah.
Like, that is so searchable and rewatchable.
Yeah, well, people will listen to it. They'll have it set on the background. I think that...
You need to start... What generation are we in? 20s? You need to start with, like, 60s, 70s, or 80s, I reckon.
Oh, yeah, that's the trick. I think what
Yeah.
I'm going to do is actually I'm going to start with just a lot of, like, whenever I play gigs, like, my go-to just first couple songs. That way I'm like, I don't know how... Or I thought about putting all my song lists in, like, an iTunes playlist and then hitting shuffle. Whatever the next one is, I have to do that one. Like,
Yeah. And you're going to record it and upload videos of high quality? So, like, studio...
yeah, it'll be here. Like, it'll be always in the same spot, not at, like, a gig. And
Yeah.
I'll try to wear, like, the same outfit every time, so it's not like I have to change shirts in between every song or whatever. That's...
So...
Think about this. Every
Can
day.
you monetize it?
Well, the only way I could probably monetize it is if I had something scrolling at the bottom and have people want to advertise or something, like have a...
True, because you're playing other people's songs, so technically you can't make money from their songs.
But
yeah.
I will be able to, also have an originals playlist, and people can listen to originals and
That's true.
do that. So, here's the thing. This is a
You
pre-recorded.
send me
show.
the audio, and I'll produce it for you. I'll get all the mix and everything perfect for you. And I'll
Thanks.
flick it back to you.
Okay, I'll do that. I'm literally just gonna record it as I play it, not like add anything to it.
Yeah, but you gotta post-produce it a little bit of
okay.
impression, little
Okay,
bit
yeah,
of...
all right. I'll send it to you, and we'll see what you.
Because that
what
way
you come
people
back
can download it and they can put it on their phones.
with. That's true. That's true. That's see, it's an interesting thought. And if you think about this, if I could easily do 365 songs, like that's a year's worth of songs. Like that's easy to me. And like that's
Yeah.
not a lot of work. It's not like I have to learn these things. I play these almost every
Yeah.
day already. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
And it's good practice for you.
It's good. I don't need the practice, but yeah.
Okay, no, well, you don't. Okay, so what is going to be the name of the channel then?
That's the tricky one. I do have a channel. I have created the channel. It's just Danny Black, which is stupid because that's what I've changed. And kind of I feel like I a little bit regret changing it. My bigger channel. I went from Where's Danny Black just to Danny Black, And now I'm like, maybe we should go back to Where's Danny Black. I don't know. Mark
Yeah, you
Ensbey.
should.
I should.
You should.
I have to
Go
wait
back
like 30 days though, because you can't just. But I was like, YouTube.com/Danny Black wasn't taken. That's why I switched it. So now if I switch that one back to Where's Danny Black, and then I could keep my other one to just Danny Black.
Danny
Black Music. Black Music?
Black music? You need.
Is that what black music sounds like to you when you're?
No comment. Let's move on. Do you need to call it something specific to what you're doing though? Like something to do with music, or something to do with covers, or something to do with loops or guitars or solo or something people.
This is the trick. Now,
put a comment down below, but make
yeah.
it real quick because Danny's going to make a decision probably in the next week.
No. Because I'm doing some stuff, going to Japan, being on a ship throughout this next month. So I won't have a lot of time to really put into it. So March is when I'm going to start recording them, and I'm just going to have a bunch of back catalog before I start posting them daily. That way they're all ready to go. So yeah, leave a comment. But before you leave a comment, do a percentage sign. So the percentage
sign
or division. No, it's percent.
Percent.
Yeah. The percentage sign. That way we know that you've gotten this far in the video and you're serious. Actually, let's read the comments from the last couple of shows, shall we?
Yes, let's do that.
Reading the comments from the last couple shows.
Thanks, Toby.
Mark Ensbey.
Oh, the secret's out. Oh, Superman. You've done a Superman.
Gotta put my glasses back on. Okay, so
I've got glasses now. Did you know?
no, but this seems like a topic we could have saved for when we weren't reading the comments.
So, let's read the comments.
If you
Why
grew
are you
a beard,
laughing?
so I just want you to know that in the last episode, I was talking to Derek, and I said I'm getting my eyes done this year because people are stealing my image with the glasses,
doing LASIK,
and the beard and the hat. So I was like, Mark Ensbey.
I can't grow a beard. Like, it's
wait,
just
do you
impossible.
why do you have glasses? You're an umpire. Did people finally get to you? There you need some glasses.
No, but I don't wear glasses through the game.
Yeah, what do you wear?
No, I can't do it anymore. No, these are Amanda's old glasses.
Oh, you're joking.
But they look like yours.
Don't.
So I put them. So she wanted me to put them on.
Don't wear them. You're gonna ruin your eyes.
I know. I'm going blind already. That was hard enough. What was that? 60 seconds of blurred vision.
That was a bad idea.
I
Okay,
do not
so
wear glasses.
here's the comments from the last couple streams. Since they weren't streams, they were shows. These are the comments after the fact. After the fact, man, I'm so used to doing live streams. I will say on this show, I like this pre-recorded stuff. I think I might do like one live stream a week, and then rest pre-recorded. Oh, you think all pre-recorded?
Yeah.
You think so? Every now and then it'd be good to do the live stream. Wouldn't it? Yeah, we can.
That's
We
your show.
can. That's the thing.
You can do what you want.
Yeah,
But
thanks.
not so live morning show maybe once every now and
Shane
then.
M says, so glad you can save me some money, because we said that. I don't know why we said that. At the beginning of the show, I said something like, we're saving you money because we're doing this for 30 minutes and saving your time, blah, blah, blah. So that's why he said that. Thanks, Shane M.
Is it also saving you money because after the fact is less data than live streaming? Maybe? Because he could watch it in like
That's true.
480 instead of live streams being what you set it as, which is 1080?
That's a good question. I don't know. But I do like this. It's so nice to not get lost in the chat, you know?
Yes.
Even though we only had like maybe like 10 people watching.
That was always one of our things we had to be really careful of when we first started. Like we wanted to be so different that we weren't being caught up in the chat. It was more just us. And I think doing it this way, we can have the chat that we want to.
Yeah.
And people are still going to watch it. Like, what are you getting? 20 or 30 people still watching after the fact?
Yeah, true.
And
yeah,
I haven't checked analytics from the podcast I put up yesterday.
Oh, are you putting these up as podcasts still?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I didn't know
So
that.
Derek's first one went up yesterday. I'll edit Derek's second one today and put it up today.
Well, knowing
and
that,
then-
I can literally just send you the audio beforehand, and you can.
Yeah, that's so true.
Or I could send you the link of the scheduled. No, yeah, I'll send you the audio. Okay.
I'll just rip it. It takes literally 10 seconds to download the audio from YouTube. So, and that way I'm a day behind and it can process to a maximum.
Look at this.
Anyway.
Yay! It's back. Thanks, Jay.
Nice. Thanks, Jay. Thanks for your comment on my recent video, Jay.
Jay's good value. We like Jay. You have really cool gigs in Australia, by the way. Your T-shirt looks good. I had that Australia shirt. AUS.
Speaking of T-shirts, I'm
Yes.
repping.
The
I'm,
Detroit-
I'm switching.
I want that
Green Bay
shirt.
Packers. I'm going
Yeah, they
Detroit
lost.
Lions.
They lost bad.
Go Lions. One pride hashtag. Oh,
That's right.
I said
Detroit
hashtag
Lions
last.
2021 Super Bowl. We got this. Now that Mark's on our side, we can do that. Scott's going to be very happy.
I think I'm going to go to Detroit in 2021, so I'll go and watch the Super Bowl.
That's a good idea. Scott Donnelly says, "Why did you stop the background music?" And that's the comment we were talking about from the beginning. It looks like an effect I'm doing. It's like,
Yes. Space out. Lucky
Wait,
it's not
get
like
your glasses
late.
on. Why is the music gone?
What is going on? Oh, there it is.
Shout out to Scott, who has been a co-host on the show many a times, and he's got thyroid cancer that he's getting treated. So we wish him the best, and he says he will be back. So
Yes.
and we need to. I miss the America versus Australia shows that we did.
They'll be back.
You need a rematch. It's 1-1 or something like that.
Yeah. Well, it'll be back. Just let Scott get through it and get
That's right.
better, and then we'll get him back on.
Well, let's start with this one here. So, Santa Round says, "OMG, I can't believe what he said at the end of the video." Do you know what he
What
said
is-
at the end of the video, Mark?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Do not.
Well,
Do
let me
you
just let me just make you feel really embarrassed right now. We were
Okay.
telling people, like I said with the percentage sign,
Yeah.
at the first episode, I said at the end, I was like, if you write, "I can't believe what he said at the end of the video," we know that you watched till the end.
To the
So,
end.
Xander did, and then he writes, "P.S. Not so live stream, or not so
See?
live seems a lot more chilled out. Like it, and then period. And we
Yeah.
said sad about Kobe.
Kobe.
We kind of brushed over the Kobe thing because at the time we were recording, the news was just breaking, so we didn't really know all the details, like that his daughter was on.
Okay,
and, like,
did you... Like, honestly, when I read it on Facebook, I was like...
thought it was
what?
fake? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, how weird is the society and social media that we're living in that you can read something like that and go, And so then I'm actually scrolling through Google and actually trying to look into it, and I'm like, oh, wow, this is actually real. But it took me 10 minutes to go, oh, what? 2020, like, someone's putting something fake out there. But and then all the news started hitting that it could have been his family on board as well, and
Yeah.
sad to hear that his daughter was on board.
It's it was very shocking, and
Yeah,
I mean,
rocked-
like I didn't have
rocked the
any
world.
I didn't have any like direct like connection of emotion to Kobe Bryant, but it's he, you know, as far as his accomplishments, it seems, you know, it's just sad that he had that it went out that way, you know, like flying too low in a helicopter in fog, and anyway, so rest in peace, Kobe. And let's see, here we go, Walker 2508. We are celebrating him today because he says, "I can't believe what Danny said at the end. Oh my gosh." And the reason we love Walker is because I said on the next one, I said, put a $sign first so we know that you got to the end. And he said,
Oh,
$sign.
hi,
Mark, because he knew you were going to be on.
G'day,
So,
Walker.
I said we're gonna cherish that, whoever makes comments like that.
Love it. Bye-bye. I like that.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so listen, Mark's going to be here for tomorrow's episode as well. And so we're going to wrap this one up since we're trying to keep these about 30 minutes long. We'll talk about some really interesting stuff. I don't actually know. What are we talking about?
Anything.
Okay. Now listen.
How about we talk about the iPhone and technology? And
No, I have some topics I want to talk about. I think that'll be good.
Let's do it.
But listen,
I'll come back tomorrow.
Yeah, come back tomorrow. Wear the same thing too, just because it'll be nice.
No, this will be in the wash. I'll put something else on.
Okay, all right. Maybe I'll do the same. Okay, see you guys later. See you tomorrow, and I hope you guys enjoyed the Not So Morning Show. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Get on the phone. Call a friend right now and say, hey, check out.
And if you made it through this end of the video, put a $sign, a hashtag, the number 7.
No, we already did the percentage. Oh, even this far.
Well, this far.
Okay.
Because if you've made it this far, you've made it 10 minutes further than the other people that got through the percentage far.
And you know what? Go even further, because after the outro, I put on a little video for my end screen, and you'll see that here in a second. So there we go.
The end. Thanks for having me. I feel like I've done nothing on the show today.
You have done nothing, Toby. You are absolutely useless.
I am Toby. Hear me roar.
Toby, come on now.
It's
Seriously.
the most prissy roar I've ever heard.
It's okay.
Self-destruct sequence will initiate in 60 seconds. All personnel, please exit immediately. Self-destruct sequence has initiated. This facility will self-destruct in 10.
This is not a test, Mark.
7,
This is why you don't get an
6,
Android.
5,
Like, seriously,
4,
if you had got an Apple, this would
2,
never have happened.
1.